Our market obviously is very unique just because we have a lot of commercial, residential, and intracoastal properties.
Flagler County in particular has had a lot of growth over the last 10 years. And we knew that that growth trajectory was going to continue just as aggressively as it has over the last decade. And with that growth, we knew that our members were going to need more. They were going to need more robust technology. They were going to need some more support and access. That was a big thing with our growth.
When we had our own MLS, it was obviously more work on me. When we went to Stellar, it was a lot easier just because I can put a lot of my resources and effort into actually helping our members.
Joining as a broker, exposure is huge, but I will tell you as a broker, the resistance for me is a transition.
When we transitioned to Stellar, we had several in-person and virtual meetings between the association Stellar and some of our board representation. It was very seamless.
Transition was very smooth. They work with our leadership, they work with the staff, the members to make sure that we have all those fields that we needed to make our members happy, and they deliver.
Partnering with Stellar, it was the right decision at the right time for our members to help them have more opportunities to conduct business here in Flagler County.
Stellar exceeded our expectations on our onboarding process. I have never had such a smooth transition from one operation to another in my 15 years in working with the associations. It was seamless.
They handled the data, they handled the training for not only the staff but the members. We had a certain time frame even after the transition that they were with us a phone call away. We had a dedicated phone line and a dedicated website just for the transition.
They work with our staff, they work with our leadership, they work with our members. They really listen to what we needed, and they deliver a really good experience.
Even now, after those relationships that we built, I could still call and not feel that I'm just another number in the queue.
They were very hands-on, not only with the leadership and the staff here to help with that transition on a local service level, but they were also very involved with the members.
Stellar made the effort and put up his tools and efforts into readjusting all these fields to make it an easier experience for us and our members.
Stellar has been willing to come in for training into the brokerage's offices directly, which I know a lot of our top brokers have taken advantage of.
They were available here at the board if any members wanted to come in and have one-on-one sessions with them to help get them familiar with the system and the transition from what we were using to Stellar. And they go above and beyond.
I fancy myself as someone who likes to train my agents. I think I have the best, most well-prepared, most well-trained agents in my marketplace. Other brokers might believe they do as well, but I love my people. Stellar provided a level of training and technical support for me, not just for our board, but for me as an individual broker, that I never got from any other MLS.
It was more of a customer service attention instead of just the ins and outs of the MLS.
Stellar is able to provide a lot more benefits to our members than we were when we had our own MLS. Like a lot of the programs offered were very expensive for some of the smaller boards. So with Stellar having such a large membership base, they're able to do that, and our members can get it at a fraction of the cost.
Our listing have more visibilities, and therefore our members are able to serve their clients a lot better just because the amount of exposure that the listing have.
The way that the data is laid out within Stellar, it's user-friendly, it's easier to read, and it has more information than some of the neighboring MLSs as well. So when you're providing that to your customer, which is the person who's purchasing the house, we should be able to give them as much information as available. So that's one thing I do love about Stellar versus the other MLSs in our area.
More opportunity, more exposure, more buyers, more sales.
It's easy for the customer to understand, but also more information for them to gather.
With adding Stellar and all of the tools and resources that they have, our members are also more competitive with the rest of the market.
It also allowed us to maintain our local service, which was super, super valuable to us.
The staff was amazing. They were available to all of our needs and were quick and responsive and was extremely professional and helpful in getting us onto the platform.
Stellar was amazing. Stellar was stellar, really.